What up, y'all? This Cliff, dead time, baby. Hey, man, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all about how in prison, Alabama prison, how some of the guards, they run game too, man. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened to me. There's this one sergeant, man, and every time he come on duty, like, I ain't lying, everybody in the camp start hollering, "Oh, Sergeant Recovery's on the yard," you know. And if anybody had anything going on, they wasn't supposed to. They would get to putting it up, because I'm telling you, this dude did not play. But, and I didn't know this till later, and somebody told me, but apparently, like, so he could know everything that's going on in the camp, he would find people that didn't get money and stuff, and like a runner job in prison is the best job you got. That means you work directly for a sergeant, a lieutenant, the warden. You can make moves. If you're a runner, they don't even question you. You work directly for them. They like you. You can move around that camp and do anything you want. They don't for real. You got a lot. If you can get a runner job, you got it made, man. And but anyway, we in there one night, just chilling out, man. We chilling out, and McCovery's on duty, and I get up and walk from my rack around over to my buddy and them rack, Will and John, and they had a rack over there, like they had two bottom racks or whatever. But I would always go over there and mess with them and stuff, because we was tight, and sometimes, you know, they'd do little Bible studies or whatever, and I'd go over there and join in, man, I walked up one night, no lie, walked up to the end of the rack, the cut, whatever, and a lot of times I wouldn't go off in people's cuts. I would just like post up on the end of their rack, you know, with my arm and shoot the shit, whatever. So I walk over there one night, and I'm posted up on the end of the rack, and you ain't really supposed to be smoking in the dorms. And if you are, you ain't supposed to put it in the police face. You're supposed to try to hide it or something. But McCovery didn't play none of that. You wasn't smoking nothing at all when he was on duty in there. And so I'm sitting there talking to them, and there's another dude sitting there smoking a cigarette. Man, McCovery comes up, and I'm just standing there talking. I'm not even in the cut, where there's three of them in the cut there. And man, the McCovery says, "All three of y'all," and didn't even get the dude that was smoking now, and then I'm going to tell y'all how I found out later what was going on. Because me and John got money, and Will, he didn't get money, but they knew that, you know, he hung with us, and we looked out for him or whatever. So anyway, he calls us up, tell us we going to lock up. And I'm like, "What did I do?" And I was like, "I wasn't smoking, I wasn't even in the cut." And he was like, "Yeah, but you were standing there watching. You know better, and you should have told them to put it out." I'm like, "Man, I can't be getting in people's business like that, telling people." I was like, "You know that, sorry." And he was like, "Well, yeah, it's going to lock up now." And man, he makes us pack our stuff up, and we go over there, and he's going to search my box. And man, I had bought a damn bologna sandwich from the kitchen. And you ain't supposed to bring food out of the kitchen. Somebody worked in the kitchen, I had to hook up or whatever, and I bought a sandwich, and I had it in my box, going to eat it that night. So when he sees that, he also sees that I got 3 crates of tops in there that's not open. That's 36 packs of cigarettes. So he says, "I got a deal for y'all." He said, "Y'all need to go to lockup, or y'all can pay a crate of tops each." Now, John has money, but he's waiting on the store to get some more stuff. I was stocked up. Will didn't have nothing. So I was like, "Well, I'm good, I got mine." And he was like, "No, He said, "It's either all 3 of y'all or all 3 of y'all's going to lock up." So I look at John like, you know, I'm thinking me and him are split wheels. And John's like, I ain't got none. And I'm like, God dang. So I had to pay dude 3 whole crates of tops, 1 for each of us, to keep from going to lockup, man. And I wasn't even smoking at all. But then I found out later, somebody told me, said, what it is, man, is he'll find to, like, he wants to know everything that's going on. Who's selling what, who's tricking who's doing, you know what I mean? He want to know who beat up who, what the bros is doing, he want to know everything. And to do that, he would find people that didn't have money and stuff, and he would go to them and just say, hey, if you tell me this, you know, he would go and run game on people like me. And then those crates of tops that I had to pay him to keep from going to lockup, then he would go back and give it to them, you know, because, see, they didn't have no money, but they would tell him information, and that way, and he would hook them up and stuff. But, yeah, man, the guard, don't think do not think that you wouldn't get extorted by the motherfucker with the badge on, man. I'm telling you. Straight up. Said, y'all can either go to lockup or 3 crates. And I thought when I said I got mine that I was cool, you know what I mean? Like, okay, you're good, you know. He said, hell no. Either all 3 of y'all pay or all 3 of y'all go to lockup. And I thank God I had enough. And check this. I knew I wasn't getting one back from Will. And John never even paid me back neither, man. And me and that dude made a promise that when he got out, because he had about 8 months to a year or more after when I left, he still had about a year to do. But I promised him when he got out, I would come get him, and we'd go we're gonna go sit down and eat a steak, and have, you know, just chill, have a steak dinner, and regardless, he'd pay me back. Man, I went and got him, and we went down into Outback Steakhouse, and he told me, he said, man, I just bid. Now he'd been doing like 8 years, man. He had been doing a bid, and he was like, man, he said, you ain't gonna believe this. He said, but my last year, this whole last year, my bid, he said, I got through, man, just knowing that you was gonna come get me, man, when I got out and we was gonna go have that steak dinner. He said, I knew you was gonna do it, dog. He said, people tell you stuff all the time, you know, and he said, but I spent a whole year waiting for that. He said, because I knew you was gonna come through on it. And I was like, hell yeah, that was what's up, man. That's the way it is, man. You can do a whole year just because you know you got one thing coming or something. Like, seriously, man, that time, it's deep on your mind, man, for real. But we went that day, man. I hooked him up with some brand new Nikes and everything, man. He was a good friend, man. He taught me a lot about prison, how to do time and stuff, you know. There's a difference in being in prison and doing time. Like, once you learn how to do time, you got it, you know. But yeah, man, the guards, I'm gonna tell you, especially old SARS McCovery, that boy, it was McCovington or McCovery, one of the two. But boy, he didn't play. He didn't, for some reason, he didn't like me. Like I said, that dude, he walked in one night, that dude was on the phone, he seen him, said, hey, and the dude throws it way over the wall, and it slides up under my bunk. He said, get up, you going to lock up for that phone. I'm like, man, you just watched the dude throw to something, you know, like, anyway. But yeah, man, that's part of it. So, that's that day of time, man. I'm telling you, Alabama prison, baby, day of time. Alright, y'all. Hey, man, if y'all don't mind, like and subscribe, man. I appreciate it. I'm supposed to say it at the beginning, and I always forget, man. But I'll be grateful, man. Thank y'all.